What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Credit, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like these. That being said, let's get into it. Terence Crawford has replaced Errol Spence Jr. at the PBC. Terence Crawford is the #1 guy at PBC right now. Well, maybe under Canelo Alvarez, but I think Terence Crawford should have been left the PBC. Left Top Rank. You know, for years we argue why Terence Crawford should stay with Top Rank. I was one of those guys arguing why he should stay with Top Rank. I didn't understand how deep it was until Terence Crawford left Top Rank. Now, I'm going to give you guys the full breakdown. Terence Crawford had a similar career to a Floyd Mayweather. You know, a greedy promoter in Bob Arum who's saying a guy doesn't deserve a certain amount of money. How do you know what a guy deserves? You understand what I'm saying? You can't tell a fighter what he deserves. The fighter feels like he's worth a certain amount and he's willing to do what it takes to make that money. He's willing to go out there and perform. You're the promoter. You're supposed to promote the fighter. Bob Arum, he's older, so he wants these fighters to promote themselves when he's the one that's supposed to be promoting them, getting them on all these TV shows and whatever he needs to do to get their name out there, you know. And Bob Arum failed to do that. Similar situation, like I was saying, with Floyd Mayweather. I've seen documentaries where for years Bob Arum told Floyd Mayweather he's not a star, he'll never be a star, he can't sell. I mean, how quickly do we forget that Bob Arum said the same thing to Floyd Mayweather? He said Floyd Mayweather is not a star, he can't sell. When Floyd Mayweather bought himself out of the contract with Bob Arum for $750K, he said his very next fight, he made his highest purse. We see the same shit with Terence Crawford right now. Bob Arum is an old guy who's in business for himself. He does not want you to make potentially make the most money you can make. He wants to make the most money. He's like the Dana White of the UFC. That's Bob Arum. Let's be real. We're not going to sit here and sugarcoat this stuff. Bob Arum is like the Dana White of the UFC. He does not want you to make your highest purse. He wants to make the biggest chunk of the pie every single time. And it's disgusting for the sport of boxing. It's very disgusting how Bob Arum carries himself. Floyd Mayweather bought himself out of the contract, left Bob Arum, and made his highest purse. Mikey Garcia left, did the same thing. Damn, even Oscar De La Hoya left. Manny Pacquiao left. I mean, the blueprint was always on the wall. Terence Crawford left now. And I think Shakur Stevenson is the next guy to leave. And Bob Arum doesn't even care if Shakur leaves. And this is the crazy thing. Bob Arum doesn't realize that these guys that he's treating really bad, these guys are going to be the face of the sport. And that's the crazy thing. It's like he doesn't even care, you know, because he's unable to get these guys' name out there. What Top Rank is, Top Rank just brings up fighters, like young fighters. They have a really good game plan to bring up fighters, but they can't turn these fighters to mega stars for some reason. You know, it's just for some reason they can't break that gap and turn these guys to like global stars for some reason. But they bring them up really good in the amateurs, win world titles and all that. But to make them a mega star is yet to be seen from Top Rank. They don't break that barrier. Like, look at a guy like Lomachenko. Lomachenko should be way bigger than what he is right now. You know, he has the complexion for protection. If you guys understand what I'm saying. We know boxing is a racial sport. If you're a light-skinned fighter, a lighter-skinned fighter, and you have good boxing skills, everybody's going to support you. Let's be real. But it is what it is. I'm surprised Bob Arum wasn't able to take Vasyl Lomachenko to the next level. Like, Vasyl Lomachenko, if he was with PBC, I think Vasyl Lomachenko would be one of the biggest stars ever. Because, first of all, look, he's a white guy that can really, that box really well. Bob Arum and Top Rank just didn't know what to do with Lomachenko. You know, they just didn't know how to get his name out there. They don't know how to promote these guys. I mean, look at Gervonta Tank Davis, for example. Gervonta ain't fighting the top guys in the world, but yet his name is, like, ridiculous, you know. I mean, that's just one example, but if Floyd Mayweather really want to promote all these other guys, he can, but he's only focused on certain guys. But if you had, like, a Vasyl Lomachenko, yeah, Vasyl Lomachenko would be way bigger than what he is right now. But anyway, Terence Crawford, right, guys? For years, I'm going to apologize to the guys that used to say Terence Crawford should have left Bob Arum. So if you're watching this video and you was one of those guys that was saying Terence Crawford should have left Bob Arum a long time ago, I completely apologize, because I was one of those people saying, no, he shouldn't have. He should stay with Bob Arum. Bob Arum's been loyal to him. No, Bob Arum's been loyal to himself. He doesn't care about these fighters like that. You know, Bob Arum is a guy on camera saying he doesn't want Shakur Stevenson to become undisputed, but he wants Inoue, a foreigner. Inoue. He wants Inoue, a foreigner, to become undisputed twice in 1 year. But you couldn't make a way for your boy Shakur Stevenson to become undisputed one time, but you made a way for the monster Inoue to become undisputed 2 times. If I was Shakur Stevenson, that's a slap in the face to me. I would be really, really mad at my promoter, and I'll be looking for an escape route. But yeah, all those years I argued with guys on the internet about, you know, Crawford being the #1 pound for pound. He shouldn't leave his promotional company. Other guys should leave their promotional company and come to Top Rank. I was completely wrong. Being the #1 or not, we've seen Canelo do the same thing. Canelo, even though he's the biggest draw in the sport of boxing, he still leaves the zone and go to PBC to fight these other guys. You know, if Canelo could do it, Crawford should have been did it. So I stand corrected. Well, I apologize to everybody that was saying Crawford should leave Bob Arum. At the end of the day, when everything's out, fast forward 2023, 2024, those guys was right. Crawford should have been left Bob Arum. Bob Arum is, I just recently seen an interview from Bob Arum where he says he doesn't even regret letting Terence Crawford go. He wasn't in the Earl Spence Jr. fight. He does regret it. He's just a little bitter that he wasn't a part of it. So he's gonna say, I don't regret it. What about Floyd Mayweather? If we ask him about Floyd Mayweather, right? This is how you know Bob Arum is lying. If we ask Bob Arum about Floyd Mayweather, do you regret letting Floyd Mayweather go? Imagine him saying no to that too. Floyd Mayweather holds... This is how you know Bob Arum is a complete pathological liar. Floyd Mayweather holds all the highest gates in the world when it comes to boxing. This is how you know Bob Arum is a liar. Floyd Mayweather holds all the highest pay-per-view numbers. You understand what I'm saying? So when Bob Arum tells us he doesn't regret letting Terence Crawford go, who just had almost 700K pay-per-view buys, it makes absolutely no sense. His next mega fight should do way more than $700K because everybody knows who Bud is. If he's going to say he don't regret letting Terence Crawford go, do you think he's going to say the same thing about Floyd Mayweather as well? Because he let Floyd Mayweather go, and Floyd Mayweather turned out to be the biggest star ever. You know, Crawford has an opportunity to compete with that if he stays active, though. But the man is talking about retiring. You know, everybody is a fan of Crawford. You see, Crawford has an opportunity to, I'm not going to say be bigger than Floyd, because he's older now, but to be liked more than Floyd Mayweather, because he's a KO artist. That's what the people want to see. That's what the people are going to pay for. He has what the people want. That's that meanness, that killer instincts. He just got to keep fighting. But yeah, I stand corrected. You know, all those guys, all those years, they were saying Crawford needs to leave Bob Arum. Overall, when we sit down and think about it, those guys is right. So I tip my head off to those guys that were saying these guys need to leave Bob. Bob Arum doesn't care about these fighters. He just cares about his pockets. The facts are out there. Preventing a young guy like Shakur Stevenson from becoming undisputed. He even tried to stop Terence Crawford's first undisputed run. Crawford had to pay for something. I think he had to pay. He had to do something. Pay his opponent purse or something. He had to do something to get his undisputed fight with Julius Ndongo. He said, no, I want undisputed. Bob Arum tried to block that. Crawford like, no. Like, it's really weird how Bob Arum is moving. You know, some people will call him racist. Some people will call him biased. You could call him whatever you want to call him. The writing is on the wall. Bob Arum is indeed a snake. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. It is what it is. You know, I don't want to make a slandering video about the man, but I'm just giving you the facts. When we look at the sport of boxing, we look at Bob Arum history and all these fighters that are leaving him, his track record is very suspect. So, yeah, I do agree with those guys that used to say for years Crawford should have left Bob Arum. The facts are in our face. It is what it is. It's your boy, No Credit, and I'm out.